Stanley? You gonna wake up? You gonna be sleeping all night, Stanley? Luna, what are you doing? Luna! 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 Little girl, Hello! Welcome to my tube, my tiny little tube. My name is Margie. I'm Heyoka, empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. You like my shirt? My life is arranged solely for the comfort and convenience of my It should have a plural on the end of them. Should say mom and dogs is what it should say. Anyway, hope folks are doing pretty okay today. I had I don't know. Most of my days are all the same. Unless I do something extraordinary, most of my days are all the same. Nothing especially extraordinary happened today. I just took my hair out of a ponytail. I was talking with the pal earlier about recommendations on shampoo because the water here is really hard. And I have really, really thick hair. So it like the hard mineral water just freaking makes it all coarse like horsehair. Anyway, what do you do, you know? What do you do? Just try to make the best every day. So it was kind of energetically, I didn't really like today. There's a few talks on the interwebs, but I've been highly, now we're in Scorpio season. I'm Scorpio moon. I'm intense. I'm an intense human being. I've been intense my whole life. I've always been intense. People have not liked me because of my intensity. But I guess that's fair because I guess there's been plenty of people that I haven't liked in life that just because they're fucking shallow. So turnabout is fair play. Not liking somebody for something or, a part of who they are is, it's a generalized thing. I do it too. I know. I work in light work and shadow work. It's a full spectrum deal. And so many people ignore everything's love and light. What kind of existence have you got to live? You must have saved like a whole village in a past incarnation because none of your karma's reflecting this time around. But a lot of times, I don't know. I look around and I see people, I'm just like, man, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you in life? And they're like, my grandpa died or something like that. I'm like, something that happens to everybody? I'm like, that's it? Really? I always understood that life experience, kind of helps mold people to who they are. And I walk around I go anywhere. I'm like, you haven't had any. You haven't had any. You've had some. You've had some. You haven't had jack shit. Oh yeah, man. You will crumble to dust in the event that freaking something happens to you. People aren't built for it. How's that ice cream, Ma? Yeah, soothing. So on the story of cognitive dissonance, because that's what we live on a planet that is just full of cognitive dissonance, man. It's just run by people that are just really stupid, or they just like to cause a lot of confusion. And I'm inclined to believe that people aren't very smart. They aren't people aren't real but people. Not a lot of people have logic, They don't. And when somebody, when you are a person that does, it makes it really hard in life to freaking be like, man, how did you make it so far being as dumb as you are? Most people have people to, like my dad, his mom and dad freaking bailed him out time and time again. He bailed me out one time, but that's the only time I got bailed out by him. It's a one time. You get one chance in my family, and if you don't do it right, you're out. And I didn't do it right, so I've been out. I've been out for a while on my own, just me trying to get by, taking care of Mom and all the critters, stuff like that. So in the continuing saga, this was the thumbnail that I put up was from the sunrise this morning. It was pretty rad. Let's see if I can find it. I thought this was just like, it does. I was like, why would you even put this article in the newspaper unless you're trying to tell somebody something? Because there's like no resolve. It's just a weird story. And it's more of the same. It's more of the same. It's more of the same. Is that they have all these agencies and all these nonprofits to do, that are supposed. It's all for profit. Everything's for profit. Money is the only thing that matters on this planet. And if you ain't into money and power and control and all that stuff, you're not going to have a very fun existence. You're just not. I'm not having a very fun existence. So this article, the skeletal remains of a child was found. And the 3 surviving siblings who were like 15, 11, and 10. And then the sibling that died, and that the body had been in the apartment decomposing for over a year. The parents were gone, but don't worry, because the authorities got a hold of the parents, interviewed the parents, and there were no arrests. You can leave 4 kids, you can abandon children, and there's no arrests that have been made because they were questioned and released. But you have 4 kids, 1 dead. Who says you can't go around and do whatever you want in this life, right? Right? Are you done? Because I'm really tired of listening to fucking Vinny whine. Come here, dog. He's been annoying me all day long. All day he's been freaking extra annoying. So, yeah. Why try? Why try? It's just this world, And there's plenty of people out there. Let's make this world worth living in. No, you want to get paid. I had to freaking unsubscribe from the freaking peace dealer today. And I'm like, Marge, why do you follow these people that freaking, it's a one-way street. It's just all a one-way street. Everything's a one-way street with them. And he was talking shit about doing stuff for fun and for free. I got a reading by him one time. What, it cost me $100. Took me, 2 months to get it? But he thanked me for my patience. It's just like, and he ain't very consistent anyway. He's got his cycles too. He's got his cycles too. That's why I'm like, I've been a cheerleader. All these people. Oh yeah, you could do it. That's so great. I'm so. Oh, look at what they're doing. And I'm just like, what? I'm gonna put my energy into my own thing. I'm gonna stop freaking being other people's little cheer. They're fine. Everybody on the planet is fine without Marge's aptitude. Accolades. People don't do that, so I'll go on and I'll start my own thing here. Some days I'm like, Marge, are you gonna ever not do these videos anymore? Because the thing of it is this keeps me in 3D more than anything else. See, because living, or this keeps me connected to the outside world. Because when I don't do this, yesterday I didn't do a video, I didn't think about a video, I didn't want to do a video, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna go out and enjoy the day today. And I went out and I enjoyed the day, and got mom a nice mom got, I don't know, actually it wasn't that nice now that I think about it. I'm too fucking complimentary, man. I was listening to Molly McCord today, and she's like, when you're, see, because I got a short fuse. I got a temper. I'm like everybody else. I want people to like me. Sure, who doesn't want people to like them? Who doesn't want to be liked by people, right? But the thing of it is, as soon as I freaking, because people give me bullshit, and I give it back to them, right? And they don't like it, and then I'm an asshole. But they never, ever, 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 ever acknowledge what they do first. They never fucking do. They never do. The victim, Have you noticed that? They don't know how to take responsibility for their own actions. Everything is everybody else's fault. You know, my life is completely because, hey, I have a college degree. I have the freaking, all this experience. But you know what? I made a promise to my mom when I was 15 years old. My whole life I've heard people say, oh, family comes first. Family's all that matters. And all these people are saying it. I'm like, where's your family? Oh, mom's in a home. Dad's in a home. I'm like, oh, well, we aren't really of the same heart space because I take care of mine. And it hasn't been easy, but God has made it happen. He's allowed me, all I want is to keep my family until they take their last breath. And then if I have to go back and be a part of this bullshit nonsense world, and then if I get a W-2 and give like a third of my income or almost half of my income away, maybe my brother will like me again. Maybe in his eyes I will be a productive member of society, and then maybe I could be invited over for those stupid pagan holiday bullshit that all these, that the world still freaking evolves around. Oh, but this year there's not going to be a Christmas because you can't buy all your toys and presents. And it's all stupid, man. It's just stupid. And it ain't fun being me. Because every day I go out and I'm like, well, that's stupid. I get triggered at the gas station. I go out to the gas station today, saw a $70,000 Jeep. And this old man in it, probably retired military, raking in your monthly stipend, Yeah, all the money that people have made from killing people in other countries, all this good stuff you have from bombing people in other countries. We have no business, people, but you tell people that you did it. You did it for your own good. You did it for the good of your country, for your country's security. You did it because you had to. You sacrificed what? You know what a lot of them really do? A lot of them freaking dudes that freaking deploy, cheat on their wives, oftentimes with men. Gay while away is what I heard they call it. That's just, come on, man. The sanctity of it all. And every time I see people like, oh, veteran soldiers, yay, thank you for your, no, don't ever fucking thank me for my service. Don't ever thank me for my service. You can thank me for flipping baby bitch Bush off on 9/11. Nobody stood next to me doing it either, by the way. I was the only one as he taxied by the 8-shot hangar door at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska. You know what happened to that flight line later? It ended up underwater. How funny is that? But you know what? They designate millions and billions of dollars to rebuild. But you know what? Yeah, people like my mom, she's worth $722 a month. That's what she's worth. You know what I'm worth? Less than $1,000, and I don't even have my full VA rating, and you can't get a hold of anybody in claims, and it's all a freaking pushing this paper, this and the help never goes to the people, So hopefully people are trying in their own little pockets, in their own little community. You're finding people that you like to hang out with, and that if things come down at a crunch, that you could call, and help you out, and that if they need help, that they can call you and help you out, because the world's much, much different than it's ever been before, and it's getting very, very, very difficult. And I understand that not a lot of people on my Facebook feed are seeing the difficulty of the reality of what is coming. People live in their little bubbles, man. People are living in their little bubbles. I was just in freaking on the chat of the Reveal report. All these people are fasting, and it's just like, how many fucking houses do you have? How many people are freaking living in one house and they got like 4 vacation homes and stuff like that, and all kinds of, it's that stuff. It's just like, what are you going to do? The world's not going to get better, because I don't think that people are going to degrade. Not in my lifetime. I think more shit's going to have to happen. I think asteroids, freaking volcanoes, solar minimum, before people wake up to be like, oh, wait, it's not about third quarter profits. and earnings. Economics is a fucking made up game. And any games that are made up, you know the rules are being changed by who's in charge, and then they're contingent on how they feel that day. I just, I'm 47 years old. I'm going to be 48 in April. And I'm just like, you know what? The world has always been a very uncomfortable place for me because I've called bullshit in every fucking situation. Whether I do it out loud, whether I'm like, I'll go along with stuff, but I'm like, this is stupid, man. Whose fucking idea is it to do this? Of all the things that could be done this way to do it, it doesn't make sense. But see, somebody was put in charge and this is what they wanted. So this is how it is. And if you don't like it, I don't like it. I never bought the political system. I never bought it. It's a circle of greed. Why doesn't everybody see that? They never accomplish anything except like making signs and, and misappropriating funds. Nobody wants to see this go on except for the people that are benefiting from this going on. And I hear like all these people like that have benefit from these systems. Like my ex, she has an embroidery business that was bought by blood money because her fucking scumbag uncle fucking was like a lieutenant colonel, so he got to kill lots of people because of who he was, Just freaking zero personality too, by the way. Fucking zero personality. These people are just all machines, no emotions, just meh, 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 meh. It's all about, And then so after he did his career in fucking the air farce or whatever it was, and that's the thing is these guys, they can look up the police, you date a policeman's daughter, you can be sure he's going to look you up. That's the thing. And it's against your rights to do that, but they all do it. It doesn't matter. They do what they want. They've always done what they want. They're going to continue to do what they want. And nobody's going to stop them. That's why they keep doing it. And it's just it's so blatantly in our faces, and then you have the decoders now and more and more people are doing it, and but mostly people are lazy and they just want to be told what to do and told where to go and told. That's why I fucking hated it, dude. I hated the air farce for like they scheduled all your appointments, like your dental. You don't have to think, man. You could be a completely mental midget. Your dental appointment, everything is scheduled. For you. All your training is scheduled. The only difference between them and everybody else is the rest of the United States, the civilians of the United States could have all these, they're free, education, you can go to school, all that while you're working and stuff, That's what a lot of people did. That Gina chick, her husband has a couple master's degree because he just freaking stroked the system for what it is. He used it for what it is, And they got a good life, and how much are these people giving back? How much? That's the thing is, I don't care how much people have, how much people are giving, but is that stopping with you, or is it going forward? Is it going forward? Are you sharing your abundance with other people, or is it just And the more I see these people that in their snake skin boots with their $70,000 Jeeps are fucking shitty vehicles anyway. They fucking are, dude. Anyway. He's a really important man. Just ask the guy. He would have told you. And it's just like, I just get so frustrated because now there's too many truths that are out. So now people have the information and the data. It's not all hidden and secret and everything now. Now if people are ignorant, it's because they choose to be. It's because they want to be. So, and I don't have any sympathy for freaking people that want to be ignorant. All those love and lighters. It's silly. They obviously don't know what shadow is, and don't know the darkness in people. You just read stories about it, things that have happened to other people, but you don't know it yourself. You know, I I have a hard time with people. I do better with trauma kids. People have like, and kids of all ages. I call it trauma. You know, people that have like been through some. People that haven't. They're ill-adjusted, and they're not the ones that they're gonna have a hard time. They're gonna be a freaking liability here pretty quick. You know, having to stop. It's okay now. You know, no. I guess I don't really have to though. I guess I could just focus on the people that but that are like me. Even though I have a really hard time finding people that are like me. One guy, he was telling a story about how he's like, "Where's Marge?" It's so funny because I'm such a stickler for freaking rules and shit like that. And he saw an ambulance, and this was here in Taos. Somebody was was driving, and the guy turned on his lights just so he could get through the intersection, then turned off his lights and then went back through. And I'm just like, you know, it's just example out. It's just more people doing shit like that than not being a douche, not being a D-bag, you know? That's the thing. Once the percent of the population of this planet, 50.1%, once it tips past the 50% mark, just ever so slightly, of people that are more generous than selfish, this planet will change. But it ain't gonna change until that happens. It's not. But now more and more, and you give people, so that's the thing, so many people have had nothing and now they have something, and they're the ones like they've been talking about doing something, but now they have something. You could see how their tone changes. You can see how their heart changes, right? And that's we were talking about that at the coffee shop. I'm like, gee, I hope I just don't one day wake up and I'm just a complete selfish asshole, you know, decide to offload my family and just go out and make a few million gazillion dollars, you know. And I think it's Willie said, you know, he's like, I've never heard of anybody that is just like instantly become a complete asshole. So I think you'll be all right. Because I got my rule of thumb, man. Me and Mom, we're looking for our forever home now. So I got to save some. Although I am still very generous. when the people, like, especially the travelers, man, there's a lot of people who get broke down, stuck here. So there's always people that I can help here. And, but my birthday's April 9th, so I got a 49% rule. You know, any like contributions we get, especially when we get to our forever home, then I can really then it's like, okay, I don't have to save for our forever home. We got a place where we're safe. Nobody's gonna take it away from us, you know. We got a roof over our head, you know, because it's been scary last couple years. So when I keep 49% for me and Mom and whatever needs we need as far as like maintenance or whatever like that for van, whatever. And then 51% I'm going to put in I'm going to have my own little scholarship fund, so to speak, but only it's not a scholarship. My own little, you know, where I can see people that you know, I could do something to help them realize their dreams. Because all I want to do is have a place for me, Mom, and the critters with a fenced-in yard and a garage where I can do my inventing, and I can make my dog beds. I got pet furniture that I want to make that is aesthetically appealing. You know, they're like ottomans that you can put your dog bed in, right? So that I can make little stairs if your dog needs, or just you need a cutout or what, you know, what it fit whatever size, and they're called Dog On It. Yeah. Hi, Meow. Thank you, Land of 10. I said hi, Meow, because Jason always says hi, Meow. Jason. Thank you. Thank you. And that's the thing is I get frustrated. I hear so much about how, people can connect with me and understand what I'm saying, and then when I meet people in real life, I get a lot of slow blinks and and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to do that and then do my videos and then have people come visit. If anybody wants to come visit northern New Mexico, it's beautiful here. Year round. Shit, there's so many freaking D-bag tourists. I might as well fill this town with people that I want to know. So come on out and visit. I'll show you around. We go down to get a cup of coffee. We can drive out. We can go up to I've been to the ski lodge south. I haven't been to the big one up on Warner Peak, but all year round, like fall right now, it's gorgeous. I don't ski or snowboard or anything like that. I like taking pictures though, so if you like doing it and you want me to go up and I got all these camera cards. See, I got all these ideas and nobody freaking Some guy at the coffee shop today, he said, "You're a brilliant photographer." He said, "You were brilliant." He said, "You're a brilliant photographer." I was like, "Am I really a photographer? I've never once been paid for any shot I've ever taken. So how brilliant am I?" Right? Because isn't that a measure of somebody's worth? No, I don't believe that. So I got all these, right? And I can go out and I can take, got both sizes, 32 gigs. I can put them in my camera, go out, take a couple hundred pictures with somebody, and then what I do is I give you the camera card because it's your pictures, and then you go home and you look at your pictures, and then you can pay me whatever you think they're worth. Yeah. And if you want to have them edited and tweaked and adjusted and all that, feel free. I'm not going to do it. Feel free. Have at it. It's your prerogative. And if you like the pictures and the shots that I got, and if you ever want to hang out again for any other occasion, just bring that camera card back with you. And I'll pop it in. We'll fill up some more. And I would like to have like experience where years go by, and you just have like years of shots Heyoka took for you. One of the things that when I was moving to Oregon or when I lived in Oregon and I couldn't get a job, I became unemployable. And I got to turn down 67 times. 5 times from the office of the lottery. But it was right when I was like really leveling up. Like, do you really want to be a part of these paradigms anymore? And then the reality of these situations were being brought forth more and more. So, and then it was also mom became a priority and she needed to be. So when that shifted, I went on one of those Universal Life Church things and became ordained. Hey Stanley, I was wondering if you're gonna get up, bud. You slept in, homie. You slept in, handsome man. And it's like Universal Life Church. I filled out the paperwork and stuff like that, but I don't know if I can, because I was like, I would love to, because in my description, if you read my description on these YouTubes, it's like Merge with Marge. And I was like, that's what these people yesterday, they've been talking about getting married, and they were the first person that was like, we would love it. They're like, do you know, we were talking about being ordained, and I'm like, yeah, I am. And they're like, we would love it if you would marry us, if you would officiate. I said, I would love to merge with Marge. I would love it if you merge with Marge. But I don't know. I have to look into it. I don't know. But that was what my idea is, because I just have always been, I never been a 9-to-5 person, man. And I did what it took. I did everything that everybody asked of me to do it. And going to college for someone like me is a fucking nightmare, man. School, because it was never about what I thought. It was always about having to say the right things that the teacher wanted to hear. My whole life has been saying the right things to keep the peace, and I'm like, it goes against my astrology, frankly. And today when, I think it was Molly McCord was talking about, like, you know, like, was it her? Was it her today that was talking about the, you know, like, because I haven't wanted to be a jerk, I have overcompensated by being a doormat. And now it's like getting to the point, it's just like, I just really don't give a fuck. I really don't, because people don't hear me anyway. They don't hear what I'm saying, you know? And it's like, I think it's because they know that they don't know a lot in life, so they're not going to have any confidence that I know what I'm talking about. See, people let us know where they are by how they talk and treat us and stuff like that, you know? They do. That's why most people are just, not really worth knowing. Every now and again, you know, God will send you a little good egg. A little good egg, you know. But everything happens in seasons. So nobody ends up who we start out with, really, I don't think. I mean, really, like how many people end up in life with everything that they started, like all the people in their life when they, like their fam, no. It don't really happen that way. You like that off spray. Thank you. Yes, I love taking pictures. And that's the thing is, like, I'm not going to ever freaking name a price. So that's why I'm like, everything I do is pick your price. Plus, I make really freaking good margeables. People really like my margeables. I got caramels I make, and I make cookies of all flavors and all varieties. And now that things are becoming more and more, things are coming legal and more, flower medicinal Mary Jane is becoming legal in more and more jurisdictions. You know, then I would love to teach people how to do it so they can do it themselves. And it's medicine, man. Excuse me. It's medicine. It is the only thing that I take for pain. Because Oven by, like, Uncle Sam, they used to give me freaking, how many people's stomach linings have gotten eaten out because they freaking military used to give us 800 milligrams ibuprofen. Eat those like they're going out of style. Well, just once a month when I had craps. But anyway, I never been a whole big into pills and stuff like that. Thank God. Maybe that's why me and Mom are healthy. But anyway, I think that's about all I got. I keep wanting to do these in the morning, but my mornings get so busy, the day gets away from me. And then I do my meditate state in the early afternoon, and then it's just like, are you going to do a talk today? Go ahead and do it, because I don't know. I'm kind of staunchy lately, honestly. I am. And it's just like, I say, okay, God, anytime you want to flip that switch and make, make me less staunchy, make me less crabby, make me less, God, any day. Anyway, I just gotta keep on my daily disciplines, and whenever the energies are uncomfortable, I just gotta remind myself, I always gotta keep in mind that this too shall pass, man. This too shall pass. I think I'm mostly uncomfortable just because I know it's only October, but when I have something pending, like big, like having to move again, then even though I got 6-7 months, it's like anxiety. It's just I'm not gonna not think about it until it's resolved. And so every now and again, like, it wasn't like that this morning, but yesterday I woke up and it was like the first thing on my mind, and it was just almost like, no, I'm not afraid. You don't have anything to be afraid of. You got plenty. I just get tired of having to talk myself off a fucking ledge. And I look around and I look at all the people. I'm like, just soothe yourself, man. You soothe yourself. Soothe yourself. People would be so much happier if they soothe themselves, learn how to soothe themselves. Everybody's counting and relying on somebody to, or some external thing to make them feel some kind of way, and it ain't that kind of world. Or it is that kind of world, and you're just gonna have to incarnate until you come to terms with the fact that it really isn't. So I don't know. I don't got all the answers. I sure as heck don't got all the answers. I don't claim to. That's why I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything here. I want to let people know that there's all kinds of different ways to look at one situation or one thing. And people are trying to make one earth for everybody, and we got to make instead of doing that, we got to make the earth a very versatile place where everybody could be comfortable. We got to do it quick, man, because that freaking volcano and it's freaking about to blow its whole freaking top off, man. The whole, dude, like at night, not so much during the day. I wonder why it is so much active at night, but it's like the whole mountain glows. It's wild, huh, Ma? You like to watch it? Did you have a good day, Ma? It's a very good day. Yeah, you're so sweet, Ma. I wish I could be as sweet as Ma. I don't, even if I get to live to be a 70, I'll never be as sweet as Ma. Anyway. You're a dear, dear lady, Ma.